Hey guys, it is a very rainy, overcast type Monday here. I don't know what day it'll be when you actually watch this, but we are back for the next section of Piglet. Yesterday I managed to film the ears, which look kind of like this, the nose and snout. Then, of course, we had 2 feet and legs that were exactly the same, and our arms. So today, my plan is to start on the body. When you start the body, you are going to need to go ahead and do some light stuffing on a few things because the legs are put together on this one differently than they are on the other patterns I've tried. So I'm going to get us switched around. If the lighting's not perfect, I do apologize, but it's like I said at the beginning of these, I actually have set myself a deadline because I am hoping, Lord willing and the creek don't rise kind of thing, to see my grandson this weekend, and if I do, I want to be able to give him this piglet. So it's crochet, crochet, crochet. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, all disclaimers, not my pattern, I'm not perfect, yada yada yada. This is just my interpretation, just sharing with you how I'm making this guy. Other thing, it is Monday, that is my laundry day. If you hear buzzing, beeping, all that stuff, I've got the washer and dryer going. Normally, I'd say we wouldn't hear it, but goodness only knows because it's really actually pretty quiet here today. So I'm going to get us turned around. We're going to get started. I've got a lot I want to get done today on this. I don't know how many sections I'll have to break it down into because of video length, but I'm going to do my best to pick something fairly cohesive. If you have any questions, comments, etc., leave them down below. I'm probably not going to come back on here at the end of this video and do the cute little thanks for coming along. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you. Thanks for hanging out with me here at Home with Shara and joining me in my ramblings. I'll see you back in just a minute with crochet hook in hand. Okay guys, I'm testing this. The light is still a little off. Let me see. Apologize. That's worse instead of better. That's way too bright. I guess we're just going to have to go with this, guys. Anyway, apologize. Like I said earlier, it is just an overcast day. I guess eventually, if I do enough of these, I'll invest in some lighting. We are back. We are working on Piglet. 2 things. I went ahead and lightly stuffed all our pieces, so except for the snout, which I didn't stuff. And I have made the executive decision. I took time to read through the pattern, and I'm going to switch this. I originally had this as my dark pink. And I'm actually going to use this for the body color, and I will either use a burgundy or just some of my brown, since I have plenty of brown, for these stripes, which are added after the fact. So I am not using this shade, which is Rosy Cheeks. I apologize. As I was looking at it, we're going to call it Crocheters Prerogative if you'd like. So let's get started here. I am sitting on my bed trying this today. See, I've got a lot that I want to get done, so I'm hoping for comfort. So I am, let's see, this color is called Hot Pink. No, Hot Rose. So our notes, our pattern, it is on page 40 in my book anyway, the body, says that joining the arms and snout to the body involves several rounds. And we're going to actually start with our feet. With a foot towards you, fold the first leg in half, matching stitches. So we're foot's facing us, gonna squeeze this top together. You do have to have it stuffed at this point. Working through both thicknesses. You know what? Let me get my hook ready here. And I'm going to move the camera. I'm sorry. I know it's a pain, but I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to start here with your slip stitch or slip knot, whatever you want to call it, on your hook. Fold this guy in half, matching our stitches. So that is done. Now, join medium pink with a single crochet in the first single crochet, then single crochet in the next 8. So we should have 9 single crochets across here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So starting here, and my first crochet and my first single crochet and my slip stitch on the back. I don't know if you can see that well or not, but that was a slip stitch round across there. Oops. And I want to go through both stitches because I am joining with a single crochet. Come on, fingers. There we go. Pull through, and since we're joining with a single crochet, we're going to wrap it and pull it through both of those. Now we're going to single crochet in the next 8 single crochets. So one, 2, I've got to give these patterns credit. They are extremely detailed. I think there's some things that I would have done differently for ease, but I didn't design it, so I can't complain too much. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 4 more across here, so it's for a total of 9. Whoops. Get my tail out of the way there. 6. 7. Almost to the end here. 8. And the last one here is 9. So that is our first leg. Chain 5. Grab our second leg and matching the stitches just like we just did, we are going to crochet through all 9, let's see, yes, all 9 stitches across this one just like we did. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So find this a little awkward with the other leg hanging down, but we'll get it. 3. Oops. Come on, fingers. Some of those slip stitches I really did tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the last one is right here. And that is 9. Okay, so it says we have 18 stitches and a chain 5, and I'm going to see if I can zoom you guys in a little closer. Oops, wrong way. Let's try that. Make sure that I've got you where you can see. Oh goodness, I got the sniffles, guys. It is just like rainy. Like I said, it's just a miserable day here. Okay, so that was row 1, and I'm going to pull out the row counter just in case things get kind of crazy here. So row 1, row 2, chain 1 and turn, single crochet in front loop of first 9. So we're single crocheting across these, whoops, front loop. Just getting ready to roll along. So front loop is the one closest to you. I don't have the camera lined up right, guys. Let me adjust this. I'm trying to work outside of the range of the camera here. Let's try this. Is that better? Yeah, I think that's better. So front loop only, that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I apologize because this is going to probably look a little sideways. 8, 9, which was not my intention, but can't figure out how to get it to do otherwise. So 9, single crochet in next 5 chains, being careful not to twist them. Okay, so here's our chains, and we don't want to twist them. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go in like this, so that, can you see that? So that both of my things on my chain are over it, because it does not say to do anything in the front loop. So that's 1, and I'm using this hand to hold this flat so there's no chance that I twist it. Famous last words, right? Probably will twist it now that I've said that and have to pull it out. 2, that leg dangling down is going to be a pain. 3, 4. Okay, now here's stitch number 5. And then we are going to single crochet in the front loops only of the last 9. So front loop is the one closest to you. Okay, we should have 23 single crochets across there. Okay, so that was the end of row 2. Now the next rows from 3 to 15 are a series of, let me see, from 3 to at least 11. It's a series of working some stitches and then a round or row even. And then on row 12 through 15, there are not even rows, even counts between them. So I'm going to work on these. You guys follow along in your pattern. But row 3 simply begins with having us turn, chain 1 and turn, and single crochet in each loop across. So I'm going to stretch out my legs and see if this works better. Is that too close? Maybe. There we go. This works better because I can let the legs sit on my lap. Okay, so that was row 3. Okay, row 4 says chain 1 and turn, work a beginning decrease. Now back in our directions they told us about a beginning decrease, which is basically, in fact we already have our loop on there. We go to the first stitch and pull up a loop and the second stitch and pull up a loop. So we still have our 3 loops on there and pull it through, and that makes our decrease. It's just that simple. That is a beginning decrease. So we do our beginning decrease, single crochet in the next 19, and then do a decrease. So basically we're decreasing on both ends. the edges. Okay, and then there's our decrease at the end. So that was row 4. We have 21 single crochet. Row 5 is just a work even. So instead of counting, I'll just count on this row, so make sure I didn't make a mistake. $20, $21. So that was the end of row 5. Now on row 6, we're working beginning decrease and ending decrease on the row. So we're going to do beginning decrease, I hear the Instant Pot beeping. I've got some beef for shredded beef tacos going, and it is smelling good in here. That was the end of row 6. Row 7 is work even. Should have 19 stitches. $17, $18, $19, chain 1 and turn. Okay, row 8 we are doing a beginning decrease and then a decrease at the end. Okay, row 9 is just work even, and we should have 17 stitches. Oops. Okay, that was 17. Okay, row 10, we're working beginning and ending decreases. Okay, so that was row 10. On row 11, we're going to single crochet across, which should be 15. Whoops, I split my yarn, I failed it. Okay, so that was 11. Now on rows 12, 13, 14, and 15, we're decreasing on both ends with no even rows or evenly worked rows between them. So we're going to actually end up down to 7 stitches by the time we hit row 15. So turn, and row 12 is decrease, and we're going to have 13 stitches. So 1, and this is 13. Okay, we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to do decreases at both ends, so we should have 11 when we finish. So that's 11. Next row, which is 14, beginning decrease and ending decrease, we should have 9 stitches. Seven, 8, and 9. And then last row before we start working in rounds is row 15. Beginning decrease and ending decrease with 5 in between. So 1, 2. This is your front of your legs. This is the piece that we just made. What is that called? A trapezoid, maybe? Oh gosh, guys, I don't remember how long it's been since I've had geometry, but I believe it's a trapezoid. Triangle missing the tip. How's that? My math major children would have a fit. Of course, neither one of them was crazy about geometry, so Okay, now we are going to begin working in rounds. So I'm probably going to talk to myself as I work, and I'm going to have to stop and glance at the pattern. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn. 2 single crochet in the first single crochet in 5, two single crochet in the last one across there. Do not turn at this point. Skip the last single crochet made and single crochet in each of the next 13 rows, working in the free loops of stitches and in the free loops of the beginning chain. Okay, so we are doing 13 down here, down this side, and then we're going to come around, and these loops that we skipped on the front of the leg, or these loops that we made rather, did I do that backwards? No, I did it right. Okay, so we are coming back through, sorry about that, a momentary panic. Coming back and picking up around this, coming across here around along the front of the second leg and back up this side with the 13 so that we can join. So let's see here. I need 13 evenly spaced along this. So let's try this. I don't know if you can see, but I'm kind of going in my ends of my first stitch here. 3, 4, 5, and that looks like I may end up short, but we'll see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, so we have 13 crocheted down this side. So we started here, we've rounded this corner, and we've done 13. Now, working in the free loops and in the free loops of the beginning chain, single crochet in the next 23. So, we are doing 23 across here. There's going to be 9, 5, and 9. Flip, for ease, flip that work back. Come right here and start in that free loop there. Clouds just went over. I think my camera darkened up. 8, 9. Now I'm going to do 5 right here in the, I guess, straddle, for lack of a better word. 1, catching that bottom bar on the original chain. 2. It's just easier. Hold his leg up and you'll be able to see it just fine. 3. 4. And here's number 5, which is a little tighter because I tried to pull it tight to make sure I didn't leave any gaps. So bear with my fingers here. Well, dagnabbit. There we go. 5. And now flip this leg back to forward, and we're doing it in our last 9. So let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So we are on target. Front loop here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and number 9. Now we're back to the opposite side of our trapezoid here, and we have to do 13 single crochets up this side. So let's see. 1. We're working it basically in the ends of the rows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that looks about right. 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we have worked starting here, all the way around, back around the front, and back up the side. Should have 58 single crochet. I am going to stop and count because I figure this is essential. Let me count again. I'm hoping I miscounted. Okay, we have 58. We are supposed to join with a slip stitch here. Let me figure out where my row marker is. I bet I didn't bring it in here with me. Ooh. I didn't bring my row marker in here with me, so you guys know what that means. It means we're going to use a piece of thread because I'm not getting up to go get it. So I am just marking this last stitch. Join with the slip stitch to your first single crochet here. You may want to reset your counter. We are now working in rounds. I hate when I go flying past what I need. Like that again. Okay. So for rounds 2 through 10, it is just a work even. So we're doing, what is that, 9 rows of single crochet. So I'm going to try to be quiet and work through these. If you hear me talking to myself, just know it's creativity and not insanity, maybe. I get mixed feedback from you guys about whether it's better for me to fast forward through these little spots, speed it up, or to just sit and let you watch me crochet so you have time to crochet as well. They are having us with each round of this, by the way, join with a slip stitch. You know, some we don't. This section they do say to join with a slip stitch. I'm going to just pause the camera, I think, and work through round 10, which is just crocheting around, and then I will come back with round 11. Okay folks, I am back. I have finished round 10 on the body, and as you can see here, it's cupping to make his bottom so that he sits, and the legs kind of stick out this way. Excuse me. I just finished my lunch. I stopped, switched a load of clothes, picked up my stitch marker, and had a shredded beef bowl, which was really good, by the way. So my plan is to complete, excuse the sniffles, round 11 through 18. My salsa was spicy. Round 11 through 18. And even if I continue to crochet today, I will actually stop this video section here because round 19 will begin joining the arm. So it's a good breaking point. as far as filming. So we have completed 10 rounds of Mr. Piglet's body here. Round 11. Chain. Do you know what I've done, guys? I did all that and did not do the turning. So now I have to make a decision. Let me look at him. I'm not going to do it. I am too far into the project. But you should have been chaining one and turning at the end of each one of those. And I've actually been chaining one and working in rounds. But I'm going to go forward, so my stripes are not going to quite look right. I apologize. Oh, gosh. Uh-oh, decisions. Should I pull out the last 10 rows, 9 rows, and fix it? Yeah, I've got to, guys. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to pull them out. If not, it's going to drive me crazy. So I'll pull them out and be back. And like I said, this is real life crocheting, so want to cry with me? Watch this. On an amusing note, as I'm ripping this out, it is a perfect day here for 100-acre woods theme because it is a very blustery day. I don't know if you can hear that background noise, but that is the wind blowing. My daughter just a few minutes ago was yelling that, hey Dad, there go the patio chairs. The lawn furniture was blowing across the yard. The trash can was rocking with it. And of course today is trash day. Or we roll it out. They pick it up tomorrow, but we deliberately haven't rolled it out yet. So I was thinking, oh boy, that thing is full. But apparently he called it before it. Let me see here. Alright, I believe I am back to where I am supposed to be. Single crochet, slip stitch, chain one, and turn. So I'll be repeating rounds 2 through 9, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Sorry about that, folks. This is take 2. I pulled all that out, went back and completed those rounds again. And the reason I feel like it's important is normally when you're making an animal, you don't want to have these lines that you'll see. Each row of 2 single crochets creates kind of this ridge. I'm hoping you can see that. However, it is reminiscent of the stripes that are on Piglet's shirt, and I feel like it's an important detail to add. So I will try to remember to turn. It's very easy to get into an automatic pilot and keep going. And let me apologize for my phone dinging. My mom is having a medical procedure this morning, and it's about time for me to hear from her, so I've got that turned on. If you see me stop and grab it, it's just to check. So we are back, finally, again, to round 11, where we are doing some decreases. So I have chained 1, let me give out the counter set, chain 1 and turned. We're going single crochet in 15. Decrease, single crochet in 33, that was 33, and then I decrease one last time, and I should be 6 stitches from my end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, correct. So I do these last 6 stitches. Oh, there went the dryer. 6, join with a slip stitch, chain 1 and turn. Just click 2 on my thing instead of 1. Let me fix that or I'll be off the whole time. Okay, so round 12. We are actually going to be on rounds 12 through 17, decreasing in the same spot, it looks like, every time. And then round 18 is a work even. So I'm going to work and not really chatter a whole lot, hopefully. Of course, you never know. And we'll get to round 18 and we'll end this video. And next video set will be adding the arm. So let's see what we got here. I have 44, guys. Okay, I have joined it and done my chain 1. This is where we're going to stop this section of the video. You can see we just kind of pulled his haunches shape together, his hips, and are narrowing. In the next round, we actually start joining the arms. I am not actually going to stuff him yet. I think he's still big enough that I can get my hand in there pretty well. So this is where we are. Let me see if I lay him down. You can kind of see his feet, and then here's his body opening. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to pause this and come back and work on joining his arms, but I think this is a good splitting spot as far as editing videos. So come back for the next portion, which is going to be a lot longer, it feels like, because it's going to be joining those arms. We got those chains again. So anyway, I'll see you guys in just a little while. Thanks for watching. Bye. Lost some audio here, but we will come back in the next video with attaching the arms. Sorry about that.